Hi everyone, and welcome to this Math OOD 1, Chapter 4, Section 1 video on points and lines. In previous videos, we have covered the first 5 objectives. So in this video, we will cover the last objective, which is to determine x and y intercepts of a linear equation, given the equation in algebraic form. So let's get started. Before we do some problems, we really want to talk about what we mean by x and y intercepts. So if I look at the x-intercept, that is the place where it crosses the x-axis. So this is a graphical or visual understanding of what the x-intercept is. So this is the place where it crosses the x-axis. If I write the x-intercept as an ordered pair, I'm going to have some value here for x, and then I'm always going to have 0 in place of y. What about the y-intercept? So the y-intercept is the place on the graph where the line crosses the y-axis. So here's the y-axis, and this point right here is where that blue line crosses it. So how do we find the x and y intercept? Well, to find the x-intercept, we set y equal to 0, just like you can see right here, and then we solve for x. To find the y-intercept, we do the opposite. We set x equal to 0, and then we solve for y. Now we have enough information to get started. So let's do this example. We have negative 3x plus 4y equals 12. So remember, to find our x-intercept, we set y equal to 0, and then we solve for x. And conversely, to find the y-intercept, we set x equal to 0, and then we solve for y. Okay? So, how are we going to do this? Well, we have 3x plus 4y equals 12. And we want to set y equal to 0. So this is very similar to the problems we were doing in our previous video. Negative 3x plus 4 times 0 is equal to 12. Well, anything times 0 is just 0. So we have negative 3x equals 12. Now we can just go ahead and divide both sides by negative 3, and we find that x is equal to negative 4. So the actual x-intercept is always an ordered pair. Okay, and we need to write both the x value, which is negative 4, and the y value, which, remember, we started out with y being equal to 0. So my final answer is that my x-intercept is negative 4, 0. That is my x-intercept. Now, another way that actually one of my students showed me how to do this, and it was really cute, is to use what they call the cover method. So if I'm letting y be equal to 0, I could literally cross this out or color it in. When I do that, what's left? Well, what's left is negative 3x is equal to 12, which you might notice is exactly what we have right here. So you can actually do the substitution, or you can use the cover method. You can literally just place your finger or your thumb over the part that you're trying to hide, in this case the y term, and then solve for x. So that's another way to think about this. All right, let's do the other half. Let's find the y-intercept. So we're still working with the exact same equation, negative 3x plus 4y equals 12. This time, what are we covering up? Well, we're going to cover up the x part. So if you wanted to do the cover method, you can think about covering up that piece. And then ask yourself, well, what's left over? What's left over is 4y equals 12. And if you want to do the substitution and show your work that way, then you could also do it that way. You'd have negative 3 times 0 plus 4y equals 12. Of course, that goes away. And we still end up with 4y equals 12. From here, we divide both sides by 4, and we find that y equals 3. Now remember, we need our answer as an ordered pair. So we need to capture both the x value and the y value, and we need to put them together into a single ordered pair. So my y-intercept is the ordered pair 0, 3. Sometimes students are tempted to take the x value here, -4, and the y value here, +3, and put them together into a single ordered pair, -4, 3. Please notice that this is very, very wrong because they are completely different ordered pairs. In fact, if I plotted the point -4, 3, that would not be a solution of this equation. So let's keep going. Okay, as you can see, I have lots of examples here. I probably won't work through all of them on this video, so let's just pick a few and practice. Let's start with number 2. So we have 5x minus 3y equals -30. So to find your x-intercept, remember what we're doing is setting y equal to 0, and to find the y-intercept, we're setting x equal to 0. Remember the other way we said we could do it is if we're setting y equal to 0, we could literally cover this up and see what's left over. Again, cover this up, pretend it's not there, and see what's left over. So we have 5x equals -30, divide both sides by 5, and we have x equals -6. Now remember our last step is to find both the x and y values. So our x is -6, and what's our y? Well, our y is 0 because that's how we started this process. So our final answer is the ordered pair -6, 0. Let's do the same thing over here to find the y-intercept. So we have 5x minus 3y equals -30. So if I want to use the cover method, remember I can cover up the term that contains x. So I have -3y equals -30. Then I divide both sides by -3, and I find out that y is equal to +10. But wait, we have to put all of this information together as an ordered pair. So our x value is 0, our y value is 10, so our ordered pair is 0, 10. All right, let's do another example. So we have 2x minus 4y equals 8. So remember to find the x-intercept, I need to let y be equal to 0. And a speedy way to do that is to cover up the y part. So we have 2x equals 8. We divide both sides by 2, and we find out that x is equal to 4. Now remember, I need to build myself an ordered pair. So ordered pair has both an x and a y value. In this case, x is 4 and y is 0. So my final answer is the ordered pair 4, 0. Let's find the y-intercept here. We have 2x minus 4y equals 8. Remember, to find the y-intercept, what we have to do is we have to let x be equal to 0. So you can either put 0 in place of x like this, or you can just color over or cross out the x term because it's going to become 0 anyhow. So I divide both sides by -4, and I find out that y equals -2. But remember, I need to build my ordered pair. I need to take both my x value and my y value and put them together so that I have the ordered pair 0, -2. Let's do one more example. So I have the line x plus 3y is equal to 9. Again, to find the x-intercept, I have to let y be equal to 0. Easiest way to do that is to cover this part up with my finger or cross it out. So I have x equals 9. So what I need to do is I need to build my ordered pair. X is 9 and y is 0. So the x-intercept is the ordered pair 9, 0. Let's find the y-intercept and then we'll be done. So to find the y-intercept, remember we need to set x equal to 0. So we can either put a 0 in there or we can cover it up. So we have a 3y equals 9. Divide both sides by 3, we find out that y is equal to 3. So let's build our ordered pair. we have x equals 0, and we have y equals 3. So the y-intercept of this line is 0, 3.